Every day in the retail market, hundreds, literally millions of items are bought for the Thomas Wood Railway line. Millions more sold on websites like eBay, Amazon, and various shopping websites. Many people strive and fight for the right to own these items, rare or not rare. Today we'll follow the journey of one true man and his adventures that follow. This is The Surprise Inside.
Hello guys, and welcome to the first official episode of my new series known as The Surprise Inside. This series will be basically what I use with my unboxings, essentially. Because I'm doing so many of them lately, I decided why not make a series out of it, instead of doing another review series, if you heard about that. And I'd just like to announce that said review series is going to be cancelled. So today is, of course, Black Friday. Of course, I went to Toys R Us today because they were having some deals. Figured I'd get in on that. And yeah, got a nice deal on a particular item. But I bought 3 Toys R Us, and I'm going to go from smallest to biggest, work my way up. So the first thing we've got here is TWR Bert. This item is new for this year. It's kind of hard to get the light on it because I had to go to this location because of something. It's coming soon. Because it's facing away from it, but, whatever. Now we're going to take it out of its package, and then we're going to do a little review on it. And we are back. So here is TWR Bert. Now you may notice, as many people have pointed out, it is a lot shorter than the original Mike model that was made. It's even shorter than its front is, at least. I do like the design. It does look a lot like Bert. And I think the reason why they designed it this way is to make it appear that it's smaller than a standard engine like Thomas, or even someone like James, for example. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think it's a nice model. I may do a more in-depth review later on, who knows. Alright, now we're going to unlock our next surprise inside. The special Thomas Engine gift pack that was exclusive for this year and this year only. So as many of you know, this year we celebrate 70 years. Thomas & Friends, that's a huge accomplishment to know that Thomas & Friends has been around for 70 years. And I don't think this is I don't think there's no better way to celebrate it than this pack, honestly. Just one thing I want to show you guys is this little blurb right here in the box, and this is why I plan to keep the box. So, did you know that before the cheeky little engine... let me show you. Did you know that before he was the cheeky little engine we all know and love, we all know today, the very first Thomas toy was carved from a broom handle. Thomas has come a long way since its humble beginnings. This special edition pack lets you enjoy replica Thomas just like the very first one, along with a new engine celebrating Thomas's rich heritage of friendship. Right, I'm going to figure out how to take this Thomas out of the box real quick without damaging the box. Then I'll come back. And we are back. Now, let's get these little things out of the costume. It's hard getting them back in there. Alright, so here's the 2015 Thomas. Not an actual, typical Thomas, but it's actually a nice model. Now, many people have complained about the color because it was supposed to be metallic originally, but if you look at it fairly closely, it actually is metallic. The paint. I like the color of the wood. Actually, like the generic model. And it, typically, when I feel Bert, it feels slick. It doesn't feel like, I don't know what it feels more like, I'm questioning material. But this feels like what Thomas Wood Railway should, feel like. It should feel like wood. I should be handling wood right now. So, that's what it feels like. So I think that's really cool how they designed it. I like how they made, I like the look. I think the model would have looked a little better if it did have the metallic smoke box and funnel. But you know, still, this is still a nice model. Now this one, well, I had to get the pack when I saw this model. Okay, this is going to be a little tricky. Thomas 1942. This, I think, was the perfect way to celebrate 70 years. And just like the other one, it feels like it would come off a broom handle. My only gripe is this little plastic piece on the top. But, you know, whatever. And this is actually based on the class that Thomas was going to be originally based off. If I'm correct, I believe it's like an LNER J50, maybe? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I believe that was the class he was supposed to be based on. But they changed him to an E2, which is this design, which actually wasn't a very successful engine, which is why Thomas is technically the only E2 left. Very nice design, though, I will say. And if you look carefully, it's actually bigger than the standard Thomas. Now, obviously, these models probably won't make their way in my series. They're not going to go flashback and use this model as a time. In fact, they most likely are just going to stay in the package. Because I think this is an item that really is a nice item. It's not really meant for playing with, honestly. I think it's more of a collector's item. Like, I wouldn't personally recommend it for a child to get it. I would more recommend it for, say, I don't know, a collectors, like people like myself and other people in the community. So we're going to put those off to the side, and we're going to get the big one, which has kind of been teased. Let me just zoom out. The Reg and Percy at the Scrapyard set. So when I mentioned earlier about the deals at Toys R Us, this is where the deal came into place. This, I only paid $40 for that set. Amazing. Like, you don't even get the, like, I've been on eBay trying to see if I can get a Reg by itself, because it wasn't 100% for getting the set. But to get the entire thing for $40, the Reg, and then, like, these pieces of track right here, were like $42 off eBay. So if I were to buy that, I would have actually gotten a worse deal than actually just buying Reg. I think this is a really good pickup, honestly. Let's take a look at the set in further detail. Alright, we've gotten this thing open. So the first thing we're going to do is take out the Percy in this cargo car. Alright, now they're out. So here's Percy. Just a standard Percy. Do I plan to use him? Probably not. Probably become a custom. We'll take a look at this model again. Besides the face, I don't think it's a bad model of Percy though. The face really throws me off, but you know, Percy doesn't really look that nice in CGI in terms of his face. But the rest of his model looks really nice. I might think about swapping the face off another model. Cargo car, just typical cargo car. I actually like the design of this. It's not your... It is a typical cargo car, but it's also like slightly different design. Like, this is the first time I've ever gotten one of this design. But I think it's coming out their back, so... Ooh, yes. So this is the, I believe it's called a Scrap Compactor. Nice, can't wait to see more of that. I think this is what they call the Scrap Loader. I'm loving the amount of wood on this set. I mean, there is a fair bit of plastic, but there is a lot of wood on this set, which I do like. Last thing. Let's see what this is. instructions to build, and last but not least, the pieces of the set, which means we're going to see Reg. Oh, yes. The first thing we see as I open this box is gonna be Reg. Here's Reg out of the package. Oh god, yes, this is exciting. Okay. Getting at the next thing, sorry to rip through a fair bit of plastic. It's a cover card that's Percy's scrap. Not sure not the card block. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, you see the scrap, but I felt like the scrap cards with the the Bertram with the scrap cards depicted scrap a lot better. Just give that to Reg. Ah, another good reason to get this set. This piece. It's a keeper. This bumper for Reg's track, of course. Reg's specially designed track. And then just a bunch of generic track. Alright, I'm going to build this set and put it together, and then after that we'll do a good review of it. And we are back. So, hope you enjoyed that little time-lapse thing. So now I'm going to individually review parts of this set. So the first thing I want to talk about is Reg. Reg is a nice model. It's accurate to his TV series model, but the problem with it is it's got too much plastic. I mean, it's literally plastic, 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 plastic. The only thing that's not plastic is this square part right here. So it shows that, shows the direction they're taking in terms of plastic model making. And, cargo car, well, not the cargo and cargo car, I don't know if it's right for this pack, honestly. I mean, it does have a nice picture of, Reg stuff. You can kind of see that. Let me try to get that to focus. I mean, and then you've got this crappy cargo car. I'm not the biggest fan of cargo cars, honestly, because I've got too many of them. And literally, most of them came from Mattel, so that's their fault. I just don't think it's right for this pack. I think something more resembling the scrap cars from the Bertram set would have been more appropriate. Love the Percy model. Just hate the face. I think these are both nice. Right. Let's test this set out. Alright, so obviously Percy's checking all the tracks, there's a load of scrap. And Reg has probably got some scrap too. Reg takes some scrap. There's a number of things he can do with it. He can take it to Percy, where he can put it there. Just try to get Reg away from there. It's supposed to go into Percy's cargo car. I guess I didn't do it right the first time. Move Percy back. And then Reg puts his cargo here. Oh wait, crap. I forgot to move that red thing back. Let me see if I can get the cargo out. Let me just pause this real quick. Alright, we're back. That only took a minute to get that out. I'll just put that piece in there, and load both these cars, and he's got a load of scraps to take with him. So, opinions on the set? I think it gets a 7.5 out of 10 in terms of I think it's a pretty good set. I just hate the fact that this is the only way you have to get Reg. I mean, I probably would not have bought this set if I didn't have to, like, if it wasn't $40, because I think $100 is way too much for this set. It's got 2 characters, only 1 piece of rolling stock, 2 buildings, but for the most part, it's just nothing much. It's barely a figure. It's not quite a figure 8, but it could be. But another thing I want to bring up is the wood quality on the buildings. These buildings do have a fair bit of wood compared to Reg, which I do like, but at the same time, I wish there could be more. Alright guys, so that about sums up today's session of The Surprise Inside. Hope you guys enjoy this series. So, yeah. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. There'll be more of these to come sooner than you think. And, yeah. Bye, guys.